Hi there, how you doing, everyone? Welcome to another session of High One, that is session 4. Today we're going to be covering pages 8, 9, and page 38 of the magazine. Well, lesson 1.2, get the right posture. Posture means the way you hold your body, the position of your body. It should be upright. Good body posture really counts, everyone. Listening and speaking. One, take a look at the words about interview in the following table. We have some words, some collocations related to interview. Let's check them out. Uh, by the way, everyone, first I'm going to explain the meaning of the words, then I'll try to come up with some example sentences. Let's see. The first category is adjectives. We have face-to-face interview. Face-to-face. Face-to-face means an interview in which people meet in person. Then we have one-on-one interview or one-to-one. It means there is an interviewer, a person who interviews, and there is an interviewee, someone who is being interviewed. We have telephone interview, follow-up, or second interview. They have the same meaning, everyone. Follow-up or second interview. A follow-up interview means a detailed interview after you've been successful in a previous one. So they give you a follow-up or a second interview. And we have a job interview. To get a job, you need to attend a job interview. The second category, verbs. Have an interview, attend an interview, you go to an interview, you go for an interview, you request. There is a job vacancy, you write a letter, of application, and you request, you ask for an interview. We arrange interviews, we give someone an interview. We give someone an interview. It means we interview someone, or we grant someone an interview. Again, we give them an interview. And the interviewers, they carry out or they conduct or they do the interview. So carry out or conduct or do. Uh, then there is nouns. We have an interview room, interview panel, a group of people who interview you. We call it an interview panel. Interview process or procedure. Process or procedure. It means the way of interviewing someone. And we have interview questions or interview question. The prepositions. We have in an interview or in the interview, interview with someone, or interview about or for something. And finally, we have a round of interviews. A round of interviews, everyone, means a set of, a group of interviews. Now, some example sentences, everyone. For example, a police interview with suspected terrorists. A police interview. I've got a job interview tomorrow. A job interview. The survey team carried out over 200 interviews with retired people. Carried out over 200 interviews. He is a very private man and rarely attends interviews, attend an interview. He said in an interview that he wanted to get married. In an interview, we have it here. The Prime Minister gave the paper an interview about his musical tastes, or an interview between a Prime Minister and a President, an interview for the post of sales manager. I had an interview with the US President, and we're about to start the second round of interviews for the post. The second round of interviews for the post. Or for a job interview, try to predict the questions you might get in your job interview. Or the interview was conducted, it was done in French. I went for, or I attended an interview at a software company. I had to do a face-to-face interview followed by a test. Or the first stage is a telephone interview. These were some example sentences. 2A. Discuss the question below with a partner. What does a job applicant, a job candidate, a job seeker, someone who's looking for a job, need to keep in mind, to bear in mind, to pay attention during a job interview regarding their gestures or postures, body language, the way they sit? Okay, there are lots of factors involved. Your posture is really important during an interview. You shouldn't just slouch. Remember to keep your back straight, and don't sit too relaxed. Crossing your arms or your legs can be kind of problematic. Use enough gestures. Don't just overdo it. Making good eye contact is really crucial. It is important. You need to be a good listener. You need to be attentive. And good luck. Yeah, I'm sure you'll need it. 2B. Are the following items do's or don'ts during a job interview? Check the correct answer in the box. So, should an applicant, a job seeker, do these, or they'd better avoid? Slouching. Slouching means not sitting straight, everyone. So, according to me, no, we shouldn't do it. Clutching fists. Fist is your hand when it is closed. Clutching or clenching fists. Let me show you the pictures. Just a second. Okay. Yes, here we go. Okay. Yes, everyone. Here you see uh, clenching fists. I don't think it's a good idea to clench your fists in an interview. Then slouching. You see this guy? He's not sitting up, so don't slouch in an interview. Just try to sit up. We call it slouching. Next one is, number 3, excessive face touching. Excessive, too much. Don't touch your face too much. Don't do it. Excessive face touching. Listening attentively. You know, attention, attentive, and attentively. The opposite is inattentive. So listen carefully. Listen attentively. Pay close attention. It is a must-do. Interrupting the interviewer. Don't do it. Don't interrupt. Don't stop the interviewer from speaking. Let them finish. Let them speak. Then you will have your turn. Don't do it. By the way, it is considered bad manners to interrupt someone. And keeping a professional distance. Yeah. Don't get too close to the interviewer. There should be a professional distance between you and the interviewer or the interviewee. 2C. Listen and check the correct answer in the table according to the recording. Were your guesses correct? Now, let's take a listen. Everyone, listen to the audio and take notes.
The expression, "it's not what you say, it's what you do," is never more true than during job interviews. You have to be aware of it from the moment you step through the door. That's right. You're being judged even before you've uttered your first word. Slouching.
Sitting hunched forward or lounging with arms and legs everywhere has the effect of looking a little too relaxed. You don't want to sit there tightly clutching your fists in your lap, but you also don't want to portray a casual, not really bothered attitude. From the moment you arrive in the reception area, you need to keep your posture perfect. Always be aware of your body position and avoid angling yourself towards the door. It'll look like you're planning a quick escape. Sit up straight and lean forwards a little when you're asked a question. It gives a sense of curiosity and engagement.
Touching face.
People who play with their hair or excessively touch or rub their noses can seem dishonest or untrustworthy. Also, try to avoid rubbing your head or neck. It can give the impression of being bored or disinterested. All your personal gestures should be open and expressive. Keep your shoulders relaxed and facing the interviewer to ensure they're always involved in what you're saying.
Smiling.
Smile and nod when appropriate, and laugh when the interviewer does. You want to show you have a personality and you're paying attention to what's being said. It goes without saying that you should listen attentively and try not to interrupt. Focus on keeping your tone of voice even and polite. Too soft and you'll seem timid. Too loud and you'll seem domineering.
Mirroring.
You can quickly get on good terms with your interviewer by matching their positive body language. But do so sparingly and carefully. If you're too bold, you're more likely to frighten the poor interviewer. Mirroring a nod or a subtle shift in posture can create common ground between two people. Most importantly, be respectful and keep a professional personal distance at all times. The first image the interviewer has of you is most likely the one that will stick, but a graceful goodbye is just as important as a classy hello. Your aim is to always keep the focus on the conversation. So, keep your expression interested, your posture confident, and your head high from the moment you arrive in the lobby until the second you're a safe distance away.
Okay, that's it. Now, let's check the answers. So, slouching, according to the audio, don't slouch, just sit up. What about clutching your fists, clenching your fists? Again, just avoid it. It is not good, it is not appropriate. Excessive face touching. Excessive face touching. Don't do it. It's not good to touch your face too much. How about listening attentively? Yeah, do listen attentively. Interrupting, don't do it. Don't interrupt the interviewer. And should you keep a professional distance? Sure thing, of course. Keep a professional distance. 2D. Listen again and answer the following questions. Number 1. What image is projected, shown, when you angle yourself towards the door, when you just sit facing the door? Okay? So, according to the audio, it will look like you're planning a quick escape. You're not interested, you're bored, and you're just mapping out a quick escape. Number 2, to ensure the interviewer is involved, to make certain that the interviewer is involved in what you're saying, what should you do? To do so, you should keep your shoulders relaxed and you should face the interviewer. Number 3, how can you get on good terms with your interviewer? Just have a good relationship, to project a positive image, to make a good first impression. So you can do it by matching their positive body language. Their positive, you just mirror it, you copy their positive body language. Now, let's go to page 38, the magazine. Yes, let me see, page 38. Yes, we're almost there. Okay, here. Well, did you know? Well, check out this picture, everyone. It is a Luna moth. Luna moth. It is an insect. It looks like a butterfly. We've got some interesting, some mind-blowing information here. Luna moths. They have no mouths. Once they emerge from their cocoon, they have a 7-day lifespan, during which they mate and then survive to death. Poor thing. So they have no mouth. Once they emerge, after they emerge, they just appear, they come out of what? Their cocoon. You know, everyone, cocoon is a silk cover. that these young insects just make to protect themselves. They live there. So they emerge from their cocoon. They have a 7-day lifespan. They live for 7 days. They live for 7 days, during which and during this week, a 1 week lifespan. So they live for a week, for 7 days, and during this week, they mate, they couple, they have sex, and then starve to death. They starve to death. Starve to death means die of hunger, die from lack of food. By the way, starve is a verb, and starving can be an adjective. When you say I'm starving or I'm starved, it means I'm extremely hungry, I'm too hungry, and we have starvation. So they starve to death. They die from lack of food. Next part, in the picture here, you can see an astronaut wearing a spacesuit and taking a walk in the space. So, welcome to space. Let's just travel to space. Astronauts cannot cry because there is no gravity and tears can't flow. So, if you're feeling down, don't go up. So, this guy is an astronaut. According to the text, there is no gravity in space. Remember who discovered gravity? Yeah, it was Isaac Newton. He discovered gravity, the force that causes things to fall to the earth, to fall down, gravity. So, since there is no gravity in space, tears can't flow. Tears, when you cry, tears come out of your eyes. They can't flow. So, therefore, thus, as a result, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, if you're feeling depressed, dejected, if you are down in the dumps, if you are not in the mood, don't go up. Don't travel to the space. Not a good place to cry, everyone. Well, so easy. They say easy peasy, right? Now back to yes, the our lesson. So page 9, everyone. Page 9. Subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. Well, here we're going to discuss either or and neither nor. Let me just type them here for you. So either or and neither nor. Or you can say either or, neither nor. So either or, neither nor. Everyone, either or means one or the other. This one or the other one. Either or. This one or the other one. Neither nor means not this one or the other one. So either or is positive, but neither nor conveys a negative idea. Well, either plus singular or plural subject plus or plus singular subject plus singular verb. Either plus singular or plural subject plus or plus plural subject plus plural verb. Neither, we have singular or plural subject plus nor plus singular subject and singular verb. Neither, singular or plural subject plus nor plus plural subject and plural verb. Okay, well, everyone, to make a long story short, to sum up, to just put it in a nutshell, the verb in either or, neither nor, agrees with the subject after or and nor. Again, listen carefully, please. So, to put it in a nutshell, when you are connecting two subjects using the structures either or, neither nor, our verb agrees with the subject after or and nor. We have a note here. The plural form of the verb can be used in informal English. The plural form is informal. What does it mean, everyone? Well, let me just clarify it. Let's shed some light on it. It means when we use neither nor, either or with two singular nouns, two singular nouns. Our verb can be either singular or plural. And by the way, a plural verb is informal. For example, neither James nor Dave, James, Dave, we have two subjects and those are singular. So neither James nor Dave were at home. Yeah, in informal English. And of course you can say was at home. Okay. Examples. Neither you nor he is responsible for this. You see the verb is. Remember, as I mentioned, it agrees with the subject after nor. What is the subject after nor? It is he. Because of he, we say is. Second one. Either he or you are to clean up the mess. Are to clean up means are going to clean up the mess. So why are? Because it agrees with the subject after or. That is you. Either you or John has to pay for the drinks. So you see after or we have John. Because John is singular, we use the singular verb. I've got some files to share with you. Just a minute. Yes. Okay, here, everyone. Either my roommate or I, you see the subject I. So it means the verb should agree with this subject. I'm going to go to the party. So the verb agrees with the subject after or. Either my parents or my sisters, you see the subject my sisters after or. So the verb agrees with my sisters, are going to visit this summer. And here, either my parents or my sister, because of my sister, because it is the subject after or, the verb should be singular, is going to visit me. But we say, either my sister or my parents are going to visit me. Why are going? Because the subject after or is my parents. And just a minute, let me find the correct page. Yes, here, just check it out, everyone. Neither Maria nor Gabriela is coming to the party. You see Gabriela, we have it after nor. It is the subject after nor. As I told you, the verb should agree with the subject after nor, and the verb is should be used here. Neither the teachers nor the students want an extra week of classes. The subject after nor everyone here, the students. Because it is plural, the verb should be plural, want. Neither the director nor the teachers want an extra week of classes. The subject after nor is the teachers. It means our verb should be plural, want. Neither the teachers nor the director wants. The subject after nor is the director, a singular subject, which means our verb should be singular. Crystal clear, I hope. Just you need to pay a little attention. Okay, next part. Any of, each of, either of, neither of, none of, plus plural noun or pronoun plus singular or plural verb. Okay, so everyone, after these quantifiers, these phrases that show quantity, number, amount, we use plural nouns and pronouns. Okay, a point. With any of, either of, neither of, and none of. Let me repeat one more time. With any of, either of, neither of, and none of. We use plural nouns and pronouns, and our verbs can be either plural or singular. But with each of, we use a plural pronoun or a noun, and our verb is always singular. For example, any of your friends is or are ready to help us. So any of your friends is or are. Each of the students, has a book. You see, the verb is singular. Either of my friends, either of them have or has called. Both are correct, singular or plural. Neither of my parents speaks or speak English. Neither of my parents. Again, you see, the verb can be singular or plural. None of the students, none of them is absent or absent. Both are correct. I have a lot of pens. None of them work or none of them works. So you see, with any of, either of, neither of, and none of, our verbs can be either positive or I'm so sorry. Our verbs can be either singular or plural. But with each of, it is always singular. Note, singular verb form is more likely in academic writing. So the native speakers prefer singular verbs in academic writing. Examples. I don't think any of them knows or know where the money is hidden. So any of them, you see, as I told you, we can use both a singular and a plural noun. Any of them knows or know. Neither of the French athletes has or have won this year. Neither of. A point, everyone. Many students confuse neither of and none of. You know, they're different. When we are just talking, mentioning two things or two people, for example, think of your parents. So, because you're talking about two people, you need to say neither of my parents. Neither of my parents. Neither of my hands, because I've got just two hands. None of is used when there is more than two of something, 3, 4, and more. None of the students. It means there are at least 3 students. None of the students is absent. None of the students are absent. So neither of and none of are different. Micro practice. Choose the correct answer. Avoid informal English. Don't use informal English. Number 1. Either the boy or his friend. You see, everyone, we have the structure either or here, and our verb should agree with the subject after or. The correct answer, run every day. Neither Prince nor Malloy is singular, so neither Prince nor Malloy was wearing seatbelts according to the accident report. By the way, because the subjects are singular, we can use verb, but it is informal, and according to the directions here, we need to avoid informal English here. None of the students in my class is from the US. Again, both are correct with none of. Remember, we can use both a plural and a singular verb, but are is considered informal, so we'd better choose is. And either you or your father has to do the shopping. Has to do the shopping. Well, that's it. Time flies when you're having fun, they say, everyone. Thank you so much for just accompanying us. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Remember, practice makes perfect. Make sure to rewatch the videos, just do the exercises, practice the words, do the related exercises in workbook to master them. Have a great time and see you next session. Goodbye.